Okie dokie. And, okay. Thought things were broken for a moment. Now, I am going to be pausing the music today because I'm going to be so honest. I do not feel like having it on repeat the whole time. Now, let's see. You're being ridiculous, Callie. The squishable nonsense. Yeah. The goal today is to just practice drawing some hands. Stuff like that. I'm not very good at art, and I'd like to be. That's the main idea. So I've got somewhere around here. I thought I still had open. I had just a random pose generator for different hand shapes. Who said I was talking about you? You got me there. You certainly did. I have no proof. I just made an assumption based on past patterns. And well, if that's not to be trusted, then what is, right? Let's see. We could do one holding scissors, except you were silly. Let me see. Whoops. I don't quite know how. Hang on. So we're choosing hands of any gender. I don't know. Oh, I see you click next. Cool. So yeah, basically what I've been doing, or what I did for this first one, which I think worked alright if I like overlay them. I didn't trace it, but I mean, it looks to have worked well. I just had the reference to the side. And that's what I'm hoping to do here, is just also have the reference to the side. And then, yeah. And then later I'll just grab the copy of the picture so I can have it up there for that. Because, yeah, I just like really creating things is important to me. And I want to be at least okay at it in whatever manner I choose to do that in. This one's a little rough around the edges. Could stand to do a second pass. Oh yeah, I guess it's just too quiet, huh? Can turn the music back on, but quietly. Let me double check that y'all can hear that. You cannot. It's gotta be at least loud enough for you guys to hear. Or I suppose I can just turn this, well no, that's not gonna work as well. Just turn down my headphones. Okay, that's probably good enough. Music has been quiet in general. Oh, okay. Then, yeah, I'll boost it as well then. I don't want it too loud, because it's obviously just background music. But, you know. Too loud for you? Alright, let's see then. Just gonna keep fiddling with the numbers until it works out, right? I really love seeing beautiful hands in art. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, it's not a requirement for art to be good to have the hands be perfect, but when they're correct, it just like it really enhances it, you know? And if I'm able to do some of that, it would make me personally very happy. I don't know how high to have the hopes, but I mean, that's what practice is for anyway. I guess I should be more zoomed out, because if I'm drawing a bigger piece, then I'm not going to be zoomed in so much on the hands. I'm not going to be able to see so much. That's tricky, isn't it? I really, like, I don't know. I really like looking at people's hands sometimes. I just think that they're a very nice part to, like, this, like, it's hard to explain. It's like the apparatus, you know? That is that person's vehicle for experiencing things, right? Obviously there's eyes as well, and all the other senses, but touch is like the most next up is feet. I probably wouldn't do feet right away, to be honest. I'm probably going to do smaller steps than that. Also, I think that this is awful and terrible. Cool. No, you meant? Oh. I didn't know then. My bad. Nuh-uh. I got myself confused, it seems. It happens all the time. Now, how's this one? Kind of like having them overlaid on top of each other a little. I'll just leave it like that then, I guess. Erase some of the other outer lines that we don't need anymore. Oops. This is why you don't do everything at once. Because then you wind up wanting to keep something that you just erased, and you're like, well, that brings back everything, so we're starting over, huh? That's how it is. Well, yeah. I'll have to practice, with the, like, masculine versus feminine. Because there's definitely a perception to the hands that they might be one way or another. And, to have it... to be able to draw one way or another based on the character would be helpful, you know? Like, oh, golly, I'm probably going about this all wrong is the thing. Like, I don't know if just straight up drawing hands in different poses is the right move. I don't know if I meant to be drawing them with the rest of the body, or if, like, I don't know, I'm doing my best out here. We'll draw this one in this corner, I suppose. Hard to learn incorrectly unless you're learning bad habits. I have no idea. I just don't. Golly, it's hard. I have no idea where to start on these things. I guess just like building on different shapes. So I guess by that I mean start by drawing some shapes, because this would be like the main bone of the thumb. Then that there, I can at least have something to build on. And that's way bigger than I would like it to be, but I'll just shrink it later, who cares. That's the main part of the thumb. Then kind of goes like this. Then like that's all terrible and awful, actually. Good to know, good to know. Goodness. So it'd be nice if there were a place where I could place a circle, because I understand circles, right? If I could place a circle somewhere and say that everything is connected to that, that would help me. But hands don't really have circles, is the thing. They have different ovals and such. So I'm going to pretend that the like bottom part of the thumb. Hi, Sharky. I'm gonna pretend that the bottom part of the thumb is a circle, and then just like correct for it later. So something like this, because this goes like that, and this goes a little like so it's sort of like a and an Then there's a joint that goes into like a hitchhiker's thumb and a dealio. This is way too long. Probably shouldn't be longer than that overall, right? I'm so bad at this. So it's definitely an underhand stroke. It's hard to tell how long it should be. So good at this. Well, it's hard to say that, you know? Because, that's down there. Because I don't have any reference for, like, where things are supposed to be going. You know, if I start at the wrist, we just draw a wrist in. Then we can go upwards. I guess like there. See, this is one thing I always have incredibly easy. You just love disagreeing, huh? It's hard to feel like a wrist is properly attached. Huh? That's me? I don't know what you're talking about. Moon's projecting again. My. How silly. I think that this circle needs to be more like closer to a line, you know? So I can feel better about it. If that's there, then I need to have like goes like upwards, but not quite directly. It's an overhand stroke for sure. Technically speaking, I would prefer it if this went like that. Then we have two. You're gonna go and come back. Alright, see you later. So this is gonna be overhand, and this is gonna be overhand. But not like a ton. Then the knuckle is a little bit of a tricky, because it's got to be at just the right angle. Another knuckle. Knuckles are... Holy, knuckles are just so strange. You know? Oh, and I've drawn that way incorrectly, huh? It actually goes upwards more? That seems wrong. I'm probably doing this odd portion. First, second, or third? I think the third one. Because that one is the one that you can actually pop if you're like popping your fingers and stuff. And it's where like the main bending motion happens, which I think is good. Let's see. Again, you silly. You pop all three? I don't know how you could possibly pop the top one. Not consistently, but it happens? Golly. And I can't imagine how. That's gotta be too long. This is why I'm so bad at art. Golly. Undo that part as well. So if I'm looking at this, I know that I want the... Let's see. I can see that there's like a hexagon, no, a trapezoid kind of shape that I can make from one corner to the other of this, right? If I were being extremely ridiculous. And then I could draw another trapezoid. And then basically like a one more. It's just like I can't draw anything at a good scale, and it's so tricky. I'm gonna shrink this down because clearly we need more space. So if this is like... That's not right, is the thing. So if I were to just want to get one singular thing correct, it would be this main part of the hand going upwards, right? Golly, blah 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 blah. Maybe I just need to find a better reference. Or not better reference, but one that's more to my skill level. Maybe try this one. It's got interesting notes with foreshortening, I guess is how I'll say it. Be back in a bit too. Alright. Let's see. This time we might have a good start. Probably want the other. We've got to shrink this. I guess technically I meant to have it more like that. You're a little off. Okay, I know. And about here we have. My goodness. I don't know. We haven't even done one thing, and I'm already stuck. Alright. Then maybe real hands are too much right now. Maybe we need... What do we need? Need something to decompose a hand into the shapes that it is, and... Golly. So it looks like a bit of a lopsided or an elongated pentagon, maybe, is how to start. Like if we look at this, for example, maybe that's a good thing to try. Like I can try a couple of those. So we make that pentagon shape. And make it 3D. Right? Then we add a thumb shape, which is just like a thumb. Apparently just do that, but it connects here and here. So then it says to draw like a little mitten. So the way it's suggesting is like do it in 3 lines, but have it count as like 1 curve. And then it wants to disconnect. So like this is how it's saying, kind of. Alright. Well, we know for a fact that the fingers, like the middle finger has to be basically as long as the palm. So the way I've drawn it here, it has to be curved backwards. Let's not do quite as much of that just yet. Let's try having this line go out and then back down. And that's a close enough, probably. And then it says to differentiate the fingers and back. Hi, Callie, welcome back. So yeah, and then I suppose alright, what am I getting wrong there? It looks to me like this needs to be split into thirds, right? I guess it's not a terrible start. I suppose they did have this for on theirs a little wider. Alright, and then if I were to that's, I guess, one way. Now, let me use other colors to highlight steps. Alright, so I can remember the process if I'm looking back on this. And then I can use orange. And then yellow. And then green. Yeah. Alright. Now if we try drawing another... Now let's try actually, if we... let's try drawing a hand pose with this style. This one's holding a cigarette. I'm not drawing it because I don't think it's correct, but... I wanted to point it out because it was funny. This one is a pointing hand. So we'll see if this, this style works for a pose like this. Because we want... Yeah, no, golly, it just doesn't, huh? Or at least not in a way I understand. Golly. Very tricky. That is for certain. Golly, it is hard to figure these things out. One moment. Maybe I can make it work? Because we see, like, it's a shape for the hand as a pentagon. If I were to say that I wanted to have that section of the finger like that, then it kind of looks like maybe something like this. Then their method, we can also say that to connect to the wrist, we can just go like this. The thumb isn't laying at like that here, but it would still have to connect to like the point up here. Which doesn't like break anything, so I'm gonna... Okay, so it doesn't quite... I've drawn direct and pentagon bad. Alright, let's see. Here, maybe what needs to happen is... Whoops. Maybe what needs to happen is I try and trace this shape out using the colors. Right, so I try and enforce this shape over this. Except that's not quite right. I do think this is correct. Not quite, though. I think it's actually kind of like... that. And then it goes, it's three-dimensional in this sort of way. And then next step is the thumb, which I just need it to be correct. And then I will know what I'm doing, right? So where I'm confident that because we see here the point of the pentagon. It's like in the middle of the middle finger. If I were to do something like that, then what if I just have it go back up for the 3D? Alright. Now the hand definitely does go like that, right? Okay. So technically this red part should extend all the way to there. Not red. We are on to yellow. Obviously yellow here is not hard. And then green. I mean, like, I don't think that this model, this manner of simplifying the shape works for complex poses like this. Because it actually becomes more complex to try and make that model fit. For simple poses where the fingers other than your second finger are, like, if the finger, if it's like this, right, then it works good. But if you're trying to draw a more complex pose, I would probably say do not. Let's see about a different model then, in another pose. Hang on. This one's kind of silly, but I think it'll be a good demonstration of the shapes if we can find a good model for it. So, we just need something that breaks down the shapes for me, you know? And it's like, hands are a really complicated 3D shape, and that's part of the difficulty, right? Golly. Let's see. This one seems interesting, right? If I open this image in a new tab. So the part at the hand is facing... Part of the hand facing outward is curved. We know that. Facing in is more straight. So draw it like... I don't know. I'm tired. I don't know. I'm gonna close these for now. Sorry, my brain's just suddenly having a hard time cooperating with me. Golly. Golly. Let's see. I really want to try and get back in the swing of doing longer streams and stuff, you know? Because obviously, an hour is not nearly long enough for anything on this stream. Oh my, I'm just a lot more tired of a person, I guess. Let's see. My, tried and true method for drawing a hand would be to have an arm. I just kind of guess on everything, right? I'm hiccuping a lot right now, and it is not my favoriteest ever. Golly! Goodness! Oh, my. Oh, golly. Um... um... I'm gonna take my little 3-minute break a little early so I can sort of like decide, well... it's tricky, cause... I can't quite figure out what to be doing, you know? Maybe that's what I look up, is how to practice hands. Right? Or just anatomy drawing. Right? Hey, hang on, my brain's just not working. Oh my goodness. This is a bit much. Golly, I'm probably gonna just have to do something else, aren't I? I just cannot keep up. My brain's too eepy. Gonna have to... let's see. Some things were suggested to me. Golly. I need to just like have a better brain or something. Cause oh my, it is not working proper. Here. Let's let's see. Taking off my shoes. I don't think it'll help anything, but it'll be a change, and it is at least a step to something. So I'm taking off my shoes. Oh, it's a step because how silly. Ah, golly. Oh my, oh my. Let's see. Maybe I do open up Slay the Spire? Oh, balala. Sure, that works for me. Alright. goodness. My brain's just... You know how it is. I'm just too eepy. I did my best. Now let's turn off the folklore music. Alright. You silly Grace. Sorry I couldn't stick with the art. I tried my best. My brain's just... I've been yawning like every 3 minutes or something. My brain's just not up to all the learning I'm trying to do, I guess. I'm bedtime a little bit, but like it's I mean I don't know. You were up late last night? I don't remember. Something. Let's see. Well, for tarot, earn $5 if you discard face cards. Sure. Lewis hopes a lot. Oh, I guess so. That sort of implies I'd be like a knight or something, no? Kinda interesting. Ooh. Oh, that's not a queen. Let's just discard some stuff. Maybe discard some more stuff. Oh well, best I'll be getting, probably. Ah, baba. Oh, and there's the queen, of course. Can do some of this. Then we have this. Yes. Sure. Discards 2 random cards per round played. Cool. Neat burrito. Oh. Do a little bit of full house. Neat. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, big number. Ooh, that one's not so good either. I'm just clicking things so honestly. Looking at fun shapes and colors. Let me see. Maybe I try and get diamonds. Yeah. Like so. Very nice. +3 for every joker. Cool. Neat burrito. Boink. Boink. Wee. Awesome. Awesome. Bye-bye. Oh, there we go. What do you know? No, I'm very regular. I'm just like a tiniest bit eepy, you know. That is all. Nothing more. I just wondering how about you on stream and any of us can hang. I would like that, I think. You're very smart, thank you. Scary fish. Put in that one. And we can, I guess, get this one. Decrease level of played poker hand. Bye-bye. Ooh, that wasn't bad. It's not gonna be very good. Egg. Wee. Go like this. Wee! Awesome. Awesome. Ooh, Fibonacci, that's cool. I like this one. Molt per hand played, minus for discard. It'll be fine, I'm sure. We get plus 20 molt every round. For that, it'll be fine. Squishable. I don't know about that. I didn't design this model very squishably. I could have done I need to do a lot better next time on the shading and the texturing and the if I get a better computer, it'd be better. And V3 is plushie cat made. I think so. I think it's gotta be that way. I guess I can't be confident or anything. 'Cause I don't know. But I mean, I would probably think so. I think it'd be fun. I need a better computer though. Because see, I really want to have a really good model, and I just it simply does not work. My computer is not good enough to have a very good model. And I really don't want to give up on this model yet either. And oh boy. What am I doing here? Get rid of you. Three of a kinds are very good for me. Especially if they're face cards. Yay! Sure. Booba. Booba. Uh-oh. Oh, hearts are good right now. That's no good. All we've got is this pair. I guess we could go like this. Because this way we get at least some points. Oh, just barely. I don't think this one is very strong right now. Ooh, lamps. Heart cards are debuffed, huh? Okie dokie. My, that sucks. Still a 3 of a kind is good. Oh, that was all I got, huh? That was a mistake. Oops. Rip. Uh-huh. Alright. It's gonna have to be it. I apologize. I'm just an eepy. So we are going to go and raid into Kibbies. Where are they? Here they are. Kibby. I'll see you guys next time. Silly, silly.